Perfect. All right, so hello everyone. I think I've said hi to most of you and you've been seeing my face around here. I'm co-lead with Bobby for the hackathon this year, and I'm gonna be going over 240 plus 30 seconds of glory. So there are two ways to communicate, presentations and demos. So tomorrow we're gonna be doing the 4-minute long presentation that you're gonna be presenting to the judges. It is a hard stop at 4 minutes. So you definitely wanna be going through and making sure that you're practicing accordingly to fit within that time frame. And then also when you do the submission of your project, your demo online, you are going to upload either a 30-second video or a slide deck that is no more than 7 pages, including the title page. And that is used for the judges after the event, and also for your global submission in general. So we're hoping to get this submitted during tomorrow when we do just after pitch practice, after the 4-minute long pitches, not practice, actual. All right, so 240 seconds of glory, 4 minutes. This is a model for the perfect pitch at Space Apps. There's a lot of info on this slide, and I guess I would mostly start, I think it's kind of hard to see too, but I would mostly start with like, introduce yourselves and your team, talk about, be very clear about which challenge you selected, and then just give a, quick overview of like how you are getting at that challenge. And then a lot on here is gonna like be talking about how to grab the audience's attention, because anyone can just go and post their demo. What you really want to be providing is sufficient context and that storyline for how it works and why people should care about it. So that is important. And I just want to point out too, because one of these says something, if you can't do this, then create empathy for the problem. In 60 seconds, you're taking too long. This is not like you should spend 1 minute doing this, you should spend another minute doing this. It does kind of say that, but I mean, I would get through that pretty quickly, the intro and like who you are and your challenge and everything, and then, I'm getting too close to the speaker. And then, just make sure you have sufficient time for however long your demo is to get through that. We do have, as some of you that were here last year, issues of like people not being able to get through their whole 4 minute, get through everything in 4 minutes. So, and we have to cut you off, and then it's just not good. All right, and then the 30 seconds of glory, like I said, if you decide to submit a 30-second video, then this is on the NASA page, and you can have a look at that for the how to pack it in 30 seconds. But it's either 30-second video or 7 slides, not both. So slide demo tips, you want to put your team name, your challenge selected, and team member names. Use readable fonts, limited words, and strong visuals. If you're submitting just the slides, then you would obviously want to put a little bit more information and context. And then explain your solution to the challenge. What does the world have to gain? Where is the opportunity? What problem does your project solve? And then provide snapshot of the project and describe the user experience. Include how space agency, open data, and technology make your solution possible. That is pretty much the main point of this event. And then share some next steps or future opportunities, show the bigger picture, recap work you did during the hackathon and why it should be noticed, share additional photos of the team. They do really love photos. As someone that was working for a government contractor, NASA loves photos. So I would recommend putting a team photo. And then also, one thing I wanted to highlight too, sometimes people get really caught up in like getting the demo perfect and working. You definitely want to get it working, but If there's some additional, basically you don't want to be working too much and striving for perfection at the expense of putting your presentation together that you're going to be presenting for the 4 minutes here or on that slide deck. Because like I said, if you're just submitting the demo and there's no context, then it's not going to have that storyline. It's not going to have the same poll. Your likelihood of like winning, any awards or whatever is going to go down. So yeah, just make sure you're allocating time working on that as well. Presentation practice will be tomorrow, Sunday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and you can sign up here. And then it's also in the guide for hackers. And Bobby, you also put the Discord link.
Yes, sorry, that link is actually bold. I must be looking at one version of the slide. Check out the Discord. There's a link in the Discord. Click on that to sign up for both pitch and tech check. Pitch practice and tech check tomorrow.
Nice. Yes, and good luck. One thing I did want to pull up really quickly here. Hopefully it's not exited. Sorry, Bobby, if I'm scaring you on your computer. I pulled this up really quick too. I feel like it's sometimes helpful to, understand that this is just on the Space Apps Challenge webpage. Understand like the different award categories and stuff, because then maybe you can focus towards speaking to and pitching to that. And we have 4 that we'll be doing locally, but that's not to say that, your project couldn't be selected under one of these. So yeah, I would go online on the hackathon webpage and the Space Apps Challenge webpage and just read through this, and if you understand, it's like a rubric basically. So does anyone have any questions?
I know there's often a Q&A for this presentation. How much time is the Q&A going to take after the presentation for project?
Did we do 1 minute last? Yeah, 1 minute.
What order are you giving to each demo?
What order?
Yeah.
Do we want to do the same order as the pitch practice? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's typically what we do. So
Yeah.
Yes, the sign up order that you sign up for pitch practice, that'll be the order that you're not presenting in.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes.
Does the demo need to be like embedded in the presentation, or can it be on the side?
It can be on the side, yeah. Okay, oh yeah, you asked this just before this and I asked you to ask that question. So yeah, it can be on the side, but when we do the tech check, if you have it on like a separate computer or something, you'll definitely want to make sure that both computers are compatible with the hookup. So yeah, definitely do the tech check. It's just like coming up here and making sure that your computer is docking well with the docking station and you can be actually presenting something.
And think about a fallback. You may have a static slide there just in case that you can talk to if your demo doesn't run.
Yeah.
So is the demo included in the 4 minutes, or is it separate from the 4 minutes?
The demo's included in the 4 minutes, yeah. Anyone else?
That was additional 30 seconds.
What's that?
Demo was additional 30 seconds.
So the 30 seconds was like, you're gonna be here presenting for 4 minutes, and then online, when you submit your project, you either are going to submit a 30-second video or a slide deck that is no more than 7 slides. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Any other questions? All right, awesome. Well, thanks guys, yeah.